Hello and welcome once again to Rob Makes Prog. So in between recording the last episode and this one, I uploaded and realised I'd recorded a few episodes without capturing the screen, which is a little bit annoying for you and very annoying for, well, maybe more annoying for you, I don't know. So I'm very sorry about that, and hopefully I won't do that again. That buzzing was a wire that's not plugged into anything. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very sorry about that. And it was a good few episodes ago, so probably a few weeks ago now for you. But also since last episode, I have done some more recording. So I've replaced all MIDI parts with real parts, apart from Mellotron, because Mellotron is Mellotron's Mellotron. But we've got vocals for this new melody. I edited it a bit, changed it a little bit, but it's kind of working. I think it needs more, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a look at that. But I've also put in the sax parts for this bit, and they sound really good. And I put in a sax part for the transition bit between the first bit and the second bit as well, and that doesn't sound so good. I think I did it an octave too low, so I might have to redo that. And we've also got a tiny flute part there in that little bit, which turns out the key I'd written that bit in is very hard to do on the flute because it goes across the break in a very quick and rapid way. And so when I say it goes across the break, when you are playing, forgive me if you already know this, but when you are playing wind instruments and you go up an octave, if you hold all the keys down, that generally means you're at the lowest point of the flute. And then you slowly lift them up in succession until you get to the top, and then you want to do the next octave, you have to put all your fingers down again. And then on the saxophone you've got an octave key. On the flute you have to change your mouth positioning to direct your airstream in a different way across the flute opening, the hole, and that pushes you up into the next octave, and that's called the break, is where it goes from the top of the instrument back down to the bottom, but in a higher register. And this bit is written over the break, which is notoriously difficult to play, and I found it really hard. It's quite messy. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to replace it with another part or change the key of it a little bit. I don't know, just to kind of make it work. I think that's the right key though, so maybe I just got to practice it to get it to sound really sharp and good. But at the moment it sounds very fluffy and not very good. So I think we won't play the whole of the start bit because we've heard it many times now and nothing's changed there. So we'll go from this bit, which is the transition bit. So we'll go a bar in, and then we'll listen through to the end before we carry on. A little bit doesn't quite feel right to me, so it needs a bit of work. And this section, I think needs shortening. I think I'm going to make a split about here, just by a quarter. I'll take a quarter of it off because it builds up nicely. This bit, there's no real progression. It should end there, I think. still need to rewrite some words for that bit.
did I go wrong? And I am in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Sorry about how loud that came in. Then it literally made me jump. And it doesn't sound great. Like, I'm not sure about these longer bits here, but so I'll just mute them. But this is how this came out. So what I did was, I don't know if you remember last time, I cut off a bit at the end, put it on there. So now they're kind of like counterpointing each other. So where that was rising, it goes low, and where that's rising, it's low. So they're kind of like doing a different. I always use the word counterpoint. I know it's a very specific term, and I know I'm probably using it in the wrong way. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I've recorded both parts. I've written some words. I don't know if I'm going to keep the words. They're just something that fits the melody. So, okay.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Cuts off very suddenly there, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's going to work. I've recorded some sort of like drony bits.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Yeah, which I think can work, but I think there needs to be other instrumentation going on here as well. And we're thinking about the beginning bit. We maybe get like the mellotron chords.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
And if you remember, that it's using the guitar lines basically from here.
wrong, and I am the audience, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audience, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not really singing it in tune or correctly to the rhythm, but it doesn't really matter. It gives us the impression of what's going on there. I think it's going to work. I think it's like a continuation of what's going on before. I've slowed down the tempo from 125 to 110, so 15 dB slower. The original bit at the very start is at the tempo is at 100, so it's quite. And what's that at 110? So it's 10 BPM faster than the start. I think that's okay. Before we do that, I wanted to have a look at this bit in the middle here as well. The improvised sax bit. We've got a few takes to choose from here. Wow, that's a lot of. So we've got 3 takes to choose from. I've just kind of like found the key and did some. Oops, that's the wrong button. And found some. Just found a place I could play it. So let's try. We've heard this first one, which is a bit messy. Let's find the second, which I reckon is probably the best. Yeah, I think that's the best. So I'm just going to keep that one there. Turn it up a little bit so it's coming out. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Maybe even we'll chop that one off and use that one from there. Yeah, I think that sounds fine. The other bits sound great, though, don't they? I think the especially the this bit sounds really, I don't know, just sounds a bit, I don't know, crazy, monstery. And then when I do the da na 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 na. You see what I mean by that's fluffy? That's actually the best take as well. I've already gone through that. Let's just tidy it up a little. What's the best take I managed on the flute there? Which is not ideal. It sounds very imprecise. But it gives us the impression of what it should sound like, and that's the main point. The other thing as well was cutting out a bit somewhere, wasn't it? Here? This bit. Yeah, I just don't think we need the rest of this section. I think it's pointless, basically. I don't think it's doing anything great. I think it's just dragging on this bit for longer than it needs to go on for. So we're going to make a cut there. We're going to make a cut there, and then the next thing that happens is the do 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 do. We're going to make a cut there as well, and then everything in between those two things. Just this line and this line. Let's go in. I think that's about right. Yeah, and then we're going to stick these back together and hope for the best. barely tell I've cut anything out, to be honest. I think that's... That's what I wanted to do there as well. So let's move on then. So we want to do something with these vocal parts and try and make them work with something else. And I think we had the mellotron drone in the first bit doing that sort of big F chord. Let's see what we can do with this one. Because we're looking to make the song come to a close soon, I think. Oof. It's quite a cool little noise, isn't it? Excuse me. So it's going. Where did I go wrong? I think that should be our first note. That note? D? Where did I go? Oops. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Ma. So we got. Where did I go wrong? And then we want. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Oh, that's kind of nice and weird, isn't it? Where did I go wrong? That one again. Where did I go wrong? Don't know. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? It's not quite right. I feel like it's got a... What's it sharing? Sharing... With this B chord, it's sharing all the notes apart from... Should it just be the B then? Where did I go wrong? I mean, that does kind of work. But it doesn't feel right. It feels like it needs... Feels like it's going backwards, and I don't want it to go backwards. Where did I go wrong? So what else have we got? What other options can we have? We can have the B chord, but with a different sort of top to it. Nope. Okay, let's try that. Where did I go wrong? Oh, no. Okay. Where did I go wrong? No. finding what feels right with the tune, basically.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
And so far, none of it does.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
No. What if I was just doing root notes? It'd be like la 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 la. Is that C? La 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 la.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
Ooh, I feel like it's close, but no cigar, as it were. Oh, hang on. No. It's like a seventh, minor seventh. But if I have that, it's this. Maybe that's right.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
Ba.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
I feel like for now that's right. I think if it starts to feel wrong at any point, I'll come back and change it. And then down. Ba, ba. Oh, that's not right, is it? La 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 la.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition. Too preoccupied. Oh, now I perceive.
No, that's not right either. I don't even know if it should repeat, or if the repeat should come here. Let's have another listen.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
I should probably have a look at what notes are being used in these as well. That's probably helpful, isn't it? I mean, we've got chords here already, really, haven't we? Okay, and what chords am I using here? Okay, so I've got a reference that's not actually building on top of. That's quite good. So C makes sense there. We've got a C and a G in it, so they're sharing. That's got a G in it, but not a C. I'm wondering if...
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition.
And here we've got C and G again. We've got that B doing the and then we've got C and G again here. So what if I go... Oops. If I keep the C there. Bum, bum. Wow, wow.
Now I perceive. Now I perceive. Oh, now I perceive.
Okay, I don't know what you think of that, but I don't know what I think of it either. Let's hear it again.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your audition. Too preoccupied. Oh, now I perceive.
it's terrible. I think this chord's weird.
Preoccupied with how I perceive.
I'm wondering if we go.
Preoccupied with how I perceive.
That kind of fits. That kind of fits nicely.
Where did I go wrong? I am in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? I am in your. Where did I go wrong? I am in your audition. Too preoccupied. Preoccupied with how I preoccupied with how I perceive.
Is this it? Have I done it? Kind of feels. I mean, I know it sounds odd. Don't get me wrong. I know it sounds odd.
Where did I go wrong? I am in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive.
The only thing that's standing out to me is this chord here. Well, these two chords, I suppose, now. What if that's that chord again?
Where did I go wrong? I am in your audition. Too preoccupied with how.
Nope. What about that?
Too preoccupied with
it,
how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in your audition. Too preoccupied with how I perceive.
What an interesting thing to do might be to do. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm just going to find. I think like this is an actual technique called voice leading, which is taught to me through saxophone playing for like improvising your way through chords, and it's kind of like finding notes shared by the chords to make a melody through them, essentially. And I'm wondering if I can just find a melody using the notes from the chords, just going through there to make some sort of like other vocal part to kind of enrich it a bit, rather than these drony ones here that aren't really doing anything for me. But if we can do it with the chords, so we need to unmute that. If we just do the top ones, it'd be very. That's all well and good, isn't it? But we could go. Something like that. Oh, there's lots of potentials here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to find. Oh, is this? Am I just making something ridiculous here? I might be doing something ridiculous here. But I'm going to do it nonetheless. So. Okay. If I bump this up an octave, I should be able to hear the difference. Mute these because they're not doing anything useful yet.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your vision, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Okay. And then we've got a line going through now.
Where did I go wrong? And I am in your vision, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in your vision, too preoccupied with how I perceive.
Okay, I've got several ideas here, and we're going to go through all of them basically. So now I select this, and this time we'll make sure we delete the notes that I used on that channel, because we're not allowed to use them on this one. That's the restriction that I'm placing on this. And then we find another melody out of the remaining notes. Oops. Just doing the opposite of what I was supposed to do there. Get rid of the D, get rid of the D sharp, get rid of the C, get rid of the B. That leaves us with another line to go through. We can deselect that one now so we're less confused. So right, what's our next choice? La 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 la. Da 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 ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 bum. Bum bum.
With how I perceive.
Bum bum bum. We need to make this an octave up as well so we can hear it.
Where the words are staying and I
Don't need to say note twice. Probably not going to go that high up. Okay, so we've got second line. And then we want the third line then. So we mute that and open this one. Okay. We need to make sure we've got the right one selected, which is, let's call it Mellotron 3. Select Mellotron 3. Okay. Okay, so we delete A. We should just be left with a tune then. I don't know what it sounds like. It might sound terrible, but this is why we experiment, isn't it? D and B. G and E. Still got some choices. E and D, F and B, E and C, F and B, G and D, D and D sharp and B, D and G, E and C, E and D. This one feels like it's going to be a bit more all over the place than the others, and that's alright really, isn't it? That's not a big problem. E and C, F and B. We've got to make some choices on the chords that had 4 notes. So we will stop selecting those. Right, okay, let's have a listen. We'll just solo this. Get rid of the B there. I think it just makes sense if they're a bit closer. I think the F makes sense. Maybe try that. Okay. Let's just drop those by an octave. We should hear how this all plays out together now. You should hear 3 distinct melody lines, but they should all kind of sound like these chords playing as well. See, this clash here isn't good. I don't know what the other choice was, but we can have a look. B, G, E, C. So yeah, I think this one's got to be a G. Okay, I think that solves that clash then. So, okay, that works note-wise. Rhythmically, it's boring as hell. But maybe that's fine if it's background. It depends. Like if we have these mellotrons doing these chords, but we have these going up into the vocals somewhere. Maybe. Let's leave that there for now. That map, I can't. Don't know if I've got the range to do that myself. But it's interesting. Okay, and we're going to have another play with this. I had a separate idea as well. And what we would. Ooh. I've had a further idea as well. Okay, so instead I'm going to. What we're going to do is select all, half all the notes, then we're going to try and make a tune out of the notes. let's. Okay, getting somewhere. Doesn't feel like a tune yet, though, does it? It feels kind of like an exercise, but we'll get there. We'll get a tune out of it. Listen to that. It's a very calming fizz from my drink. Okay. So what if we'd start doing this? It doesn't have to be every one. It just needs to give it a little bit more sense of flow and rhythm. Should we turn this up a little bit, because it's hard to hear what we're doing here, isn't it? Da ba da da ba 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 ba. Like that, maybe? Nope. Nope. So ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Let's try that. Yeah. That's nice. Is there a mathematical pattern to what I'm doing? Doesn't look like it. Good. Okay. Do you know? I think they all sound okay. Maybe this one does along. Maybe it does that there. Oh, it does seem to be like, except for on the first one, the last of each bar. Maybe that's how it works. Except for here, I think that's it. I think that sounds pretty cool, really. What about with everything with these vocal parts as well? And we're going to get rid of these. We don't want them. They can go to the bin, which means that these two can go in the bin as well. We don't need them. Right.
Where did I go wrong? I am the audition to preoccupy. But now I perceive where the words are stayed. And I'm in the audition, wondering as I look forward to me.
Okay. I think that works pretty well. I mean, it kind of feels more akin to the beginning of the song again, but different. Like, obviously it's different parts, it's different lines, but it's got that whole big vocal bit and that kind of choiry sort of etherealness to it. It's got a bit more sort of bit more pace to it. It's faster, I suppose. A bit more pace to it, a bit more movement, a bit less sort of militaristic and jolly. It's kind of more, well, not jolly, militaristic and defiant. It doesn't feel so defiant anymore. It kind of feels more. Ooh, what does it feel like? Let's listen to it again.
Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition to preoccupy. But now I perceive where the words are stayed. And I'm in the audition, wondering as I look forward to me.
I don't know how to describe that. It feels strange. And it's like, what, do we do this again? Like, where does this go from here? God, I can hear it fading out. Okay, that's one thing. I've never ever done a fade out on a song because I think fade outs generally are cop-outs. Fade outs are cop-outs. Except in certain circumstances where they can be really, really brilliant. There's a few songs I've been involved with that have had fade outs, a few Mascot Moth songs. But I've never written one because I've always felt like you've got to write in it. Well, writing an ending is why? That's a thing. Let me think about that for a second. Because why do I feel like it's a cop out? Because it feels like you haven't bothered to write an ending. Sometimes songs just fade out and they feel like they're not going anywhere, and they just kind of like they kind of drift off into the sunset, and it's kind of like, okay, well, there we are then. And sometimes I just feel like it's because the songwriter couldn't think of an ending, and couldn't hear an ending. But perhaps there are times when they probably could think of an ending, and that ending is a fade out. and it works, and they've chosen that because it works very, very well for this song. And I kind of feel like maybe this is a song that fades out. Maybe it's a song that fades out. Oh, I don't like saying it. I don't like thinking it, and I don't like saying it. And I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that at all. Okay. Let's in the spirit of being open-minded, which is what it's all about, and experimenting. Let's get rid of all this stuff over here. I just don't think I'm going to use any of this stuff over here. The violin parts or any of that. I just don't think they're very good. I don't think they're very interesting. I don't think I need them. I think I'm going to press the delete button on them now. Oh, hang on. There was one, wasn't there? No, it wasn't even that good. Right. Into the void with you. In with the plums. Kill your darlings. That's what it's about. We're going to need that loop to go further. So we're going to need to get this piece, because what I want to do with it is develop it. It doesn't need to all come in at once, does it? We don't need all these pieces just going bang, here we are. So we can bring... Oh, why is there a gap? because of that vocal track there. That's all right. We will rectify. We'll rectify here as well. I know it's a cut off, but it'll be fine. It's just scratch tracks. It's all just scratch tracks. So we now no longer have violin, so we can get rid of that. Just I love violin. I absolutely love the violin, and one day I will learn how to play it. But there will be violin on this album, I'm sure, because I don't think I could make an album without putting some on. Don't know what these drums are doing. Nothing really. Why is there still a gap? Oh, this vocal bit here. Go on, in you go. Into the... Oh, right. Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Paste. No. Bear with me. We're just setting it up. I'm just setting it up for next time. And that. Duplicate. But now there's... So if I duplicated that, then why is there a gap this time? This shouldn't be a gap. Shouldn't be a gap. Okay. So we've got that. Let's duplicate it again. Oh, that's actually fitted in this time. Okay, good. Duplicate it again. That's 5 times we got this playing through. That means we definitely don't need it all coming in at once. I want these vocals to come in at the right bit. Don't know if these chords need to come in there. In fact, we could even introduce those one at a time, like that. Do we want it to get more and more or less and less? That's another question. That is a good question. Good question. These chords, I think, can stay. This bit, I don't know what this is going to be. Whether it's going to be another vocal line. But I kind of like it on the mellotron. It kind of sounds nice.
Where did I go wrong? And I am the audition, too preoccupied with how I perceive. Where did I go wrong? And I'm in the audition, watching as I with how I perceive.
I think it's going to be a bit of both. I think it's going to be a bit of mellotron and a bit of vocals. These are all going to be vocals. Okay, I think then this is a good place to stop, because the next part is just to replace the vocal parts with vocals and see how I can get. I'm actually getting my proper mics back soon. After a month of more than a month of not having them, which means that when I record things like vocals and flute and stuff, they should sound a fair amount better in terms of audio quality, even if not in terms of me singing them. So yeah, okay, thank you very much. I will rejoin you next episode, hopefully with some vocal tracks in here as well. Goodbye.